From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Smallwood. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Here we go.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Oh, nice move. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Freiermuth again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now Austin. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
They'll start the drive with him and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. An extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Smallwood, past the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Smallwood. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The point after is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. From the gun, he'll hand it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped immediately there. On 2nd and goal. Burrow throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the Bengals grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got some space here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On second down, this is Harris. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Now Burrow. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On third down, Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Back to the air on second down. Smallwood. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He hits Adams, complete. Pushes him over, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB